What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to show you how to easily spot the fake Apple AirPods 4 with ANC. So these ones here are the fake ones, these ones are the original Apple AirPods 4. Unfortunately, if you don't buy your Apple products directly from Apple or an authorized reseller, there is a very good chance that you're going to end up buying some fake ones. Because if you open websites like the Facebook Marketplace, just to give you an example, about 98% of those AirPods sold there are actually fake. I can spot a lot of them just by looking at those posts. But of course, if you haven't tried a bunch of fakes as I did, you're not going to be able to tell just by looking at those ads. So if you can, it's always best to buy your Apple products directly from Apple so you can avoid all these fakes available on the market. Alright, so with that being said, let's start by checking out the boxes. Alright, so first of all, the weight of the boxes is different. I've actually seen this request under many videos, many comments with people asking to actually weight the boxes, so that's why I've included this in this video. So just in case you're wondering, this particular pair of AirPods 4 was bought in Europe, but if you buy this in the US or Canada or somewhere in Asia, this label here may actually be a bit different. So always keep that in mind. The label could be different depending on the region where you're actually buying the AirPods. Next, looking at the boxes, well, you can definitely tell that the box on the original Apple AirPods 4 with ANC is better built than the fake box. The fake box does have a couple of things that make it stand out a bit. And again, that label is very different from the original ones that I bought and of course the fake ones. But as I said, that label could be a bit different depending on the region you're actually buying the AirPods 4. I feel that your biggest clue regarding the box, if it's original or fake, are those pull tabs on the back of the boxes. So on this fake box, they're actually made better than a lot of other fake boxes that I've tried in the past. However, if you do look at the box after you pull those tags open on the original box, you can clearly see a difference. So if those pull tags aren't perfect, you're probably looking at some fake Apple AirPods 4. As soon as you open the boxes, you're gonna find these cardboard pouches, let's call them. Well, the fake ones are missing one of those little books, but other than that, everything does seem quite similar. And the cardboard on this one doesn't seem as thick as the original one, but if you don't have both in hand, that's gonna be a bit tough to tell. Now, one of your biggest clues when you open the box is if you're looking at the original Apple AirPods 4 or not, is the way the case of the AirPods is actually packed. So if you look at the original box, that case is wrapped really well. You can actually pull it out of the box easily. Where the case on the fake one, well, it's definitely not the way it should be. So definitely look for small details like that. Next, check out the inside of the box. So on the box of the original ones, this one right here, the inside part is actually made out of cardboard, where the fake one is actually made out of plastic, and you can actually pull this out. With the original box, you cannot pull that out. So once again, small details that you have to check out. Next, we are looking at the AirPods 4 cases. On the front, at the bottom, on the back, they kind of look the same. Now, the text on the back is a bit different, but that text could also be different depending on the region where you're actually buying these. So for example, my original Apple AirPods 4 case says assembled in Vietnam, where the case on the fake one says assembled in China. So this could be different depending on the region that you're actually buying this. So that could be different on the original ones that you're buying. One thing I've noticed is the fact that inside the original case of the Apple AirPods 4 here, we seem to have a speaker, where inside the fake case we don't have a speaker. And also the weight of the cases with the AirPods 4 inside is also a bit different. Other than that, they do kind of look the same. They even sound similar when you close them. You hear that? And this one doesn't actually make any noise. So the cases do look kind of similar. If you also open the cases and you look at the top side here, now it's a bit difficult to capture this on camera because the text is very small. The text here is also a bit different between the fake ones and the original Apple AirPods 4. So also keep that in mind. Regarding that serial number that you're gonna see there, so first of all, I've noticed that the serial number on the case of the fake ones is not the same with the serial number that we have on the box. Now, this is not the case with all fakes. A lot of fakes actually have the same serial number on the box and inside the case. But then if you take out the actual AirPods inside the case, now the text is very, very small at the bottom there. Oh my goodness, the music is playing already. So the serial number is the same between the case and both AirPods. So they all have the same serial number on. Now, that is not right. So on the original case of the Apple AirPods 4, the serial number on the case is the same with the serial number that we get on the box, but then each AirPod has a different serial number. So the serial numbers between each AirPod is different, and that serial number is also different than the case. With the fake ones, they all seem to have the same serial number for everything. Next, if you look at the actual AirPods 4, they do look pretty similar. If you do weight them, you're gonna notice a big difference for the weight. So the fake ones are definitely much lighter than the original ones. Now, that probably has to do with the fact that the sound quality from these ones isn't that great either, but we'll talk about that in just a bit. So these ones are heavier and better made, and the only difference that I've actually noticed on these are on these metallic contacts that we have at the bottom. Now, your eyes have to be pretty good so you can actually spot those differences, but those metal contacts on the bottom of the fake ones are not totally straight and are bigger than the ones that we have on the original ones. The original ones are also nice and straight, so that's the biggest thing to look out for. Those metal contacts on the fake ones, they definitely don't look that great if you look close enough. Now, if you're still unsure if your AirPods 4 are real or fake, look what happens when you actually open these for the first time and you pair them to your iPhone. So basically, as soon as you open the cases, these will connect to your phone. Well, my original AirPods 4 actually took a bit longer than the fake ones to show up on my screen. But basically that screen that shows up the first time on the original one is definitely different than the screen that you're gonna get from the fake ones. With the fake ones, I actually had a bit of a harder time to pair them because it makes me tap on the front of the case here, and that didn't seem to work. I had to tap it like 8 times to get them to connect. So every time something like this happens, you have to know that you're looking at some fake ones. So the original ones, the pairing process is very simple and it works the first time. You don't have to tap on anything. You basically just open them and you'll be able to connect them to your phone very easily. Once you have the AirPods 4 connected to your phone, another way of telling if you're looking at the fake ones or the real ones is to enable the noise cancelling. So with the original ones, you're not gonna be able to enable the ANC or the active noise cancellation unless you actually have those in your ears. If you have these out of your ears and you can enable that ANC, it means that they are fake, because only with the fake ones you can actually enable the ANC if the AirPods are not in your ears. So something to keep in mind, you cannot enable that unless the AirPods are actually in your ears. And if you open the settings menu on your phone, the menu for the AirPods is also a bit different for the fake ones. Now, keep in mind that the fake ones will also show you that they have official Apple warranty. That happens because they copy the serial number from some original AirPods 4 or other products, so that's why it shows up like they have warranty, but in reality they do not, and in a couple of months it's very likely that that warranty information will disappear from the fake ones, where the original ones is gonna stay on till a year passes from the time you actually purchase this. So keep that in mind. So hopefully by now you do have enough information so you can easily spot the original AirPods 4 from the fake. Turns out that now it actually makes some noise, so maybe it has a speaker inside. Sometimes it makes noise, sometimes it doesn't. So there seems to be a speaker inside this case here as well. But basically, not to have to worry about any of this, just buy your AirPods 4 directly from Apple or an authorized reseller, and you're not gonna have to worry about ending up with some fake ones like these ones. The fake ones here aren't the same quality. For example, with these ones, the sound quality isn't as good as others that I've tried in the past. Now, this is a first clone of the AirPods 4, so I'm sure that within 2 months from now, we're gonna get some that sound just as good as the original ones. This is always the case with the fake ones. The first models that you get don't sound that good, but eventually the quality gets really, really good, and you can't even tell the difference when you're listening to music. But look for everything. If any of those things that I showed you are not right, you're definitely looking at some fake ones. Well, hopefully this video was useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.